Although I'm a licensed professional counselor in the state of Texas, this podcast is not therapy and should not be used as therapeutic intervention. Many of the products and practices mentioned are for educational and informational purposes only. Should you need support, please seek appropriate, qualified, and licensed professionals. Hey y'all, welcome to Between a Hot Mess and a Therapist, the podcast where we navigate the murky waters between what society expects and what it means to truly live, embrace the messiness, the beautiful chaos of life, and celebrating the rebellion in the process. Whether you're a recent graduate, a seasoned therapist, or someone simply curious, there's something here for everyone. But before we dive in, make sure you join the Hot Mess Rebellion community where you can connect to other like-minded souls. I'm your host, Shauna Lovin, a seasoned therapist and wellness educator with a very rebellious spirit. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's dive into today's rebellion. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Between a Hot Mess and a Therapist. So if you didn't know, last weekend was my birthday. So first off, I just gotta give a huge big shout out to all the people that called, sent texts, posts, whatever. That meant the world to me. And it's so awesome that you took a moment out of your busy day to just acknowledge my existence. I don't know if you really follow me on social media, but I had this post, like, hey, thanks guys, on there. It's just kind of talking about what things I've learned over the last year. And like this year, I purposely didn't have a big fancy party, but I did make some smaller pockets of time to experience joy and happiness with people who are really close with me. And kind of in the midst of like the crazy birthday, Mother's Day weekend, I did find a little time to do some reflection. And so there were 3 huge lessons that I've learned in this last trip around the sun. And so I kind of wanted to just jump in here today and like give that to you. So the first one is that I've gotten super cozy with my human design. If you didn't know, I'm a 3/5 emotional projector. And just leaning into that has been such a game changer. Let me tell you. The more that I embrace it, my projectorness, if that's even a word, I find peace and ease and feel more aligned with myself. It's kind of like finding your own groove or finding like your own like way through this crazy chaotic world that we live in right now. And it's really comforting to kind of be in your own zone because of that. So that's pretty cool. The second big thing that came up was, we all have had in the past or currently or whatever, you've had some thoughts about your body. But I feel really blessed with the one that I have. It's not exactly how I have envisioned or where I thought I would be. But damn, it's done some incredible, amazing things from, first off, birthing 2 amazing kiddos. Tiny humans, as I like to call them, but the kids kind of hate it. I've been raising awareness with fibroids, PCOS, endo, and PMDD because they're all linked, but nobody talks about it enough. And so I've been able to raise awareness and work with other people kind of in that space. The other thing with my body is that a while back, I kind of started going through perimenopause. Now, you hear a lot of people say that perimenopause is bullshit. It's not real. But despite what naysayers claim, this is something that I have experienced personally. And it's something I think real. And you have to have discernment to decide on if what you're experiencing is real or not. But I'm going to say that it is, and that my body has been like a champ, an MVP on this one, because it hasn't always been easy, but I feel like I'm gracefully kind of going into that. And so I'm just really learning to love my body and where I'm at right now. The last one. So where are my fashionistas? Like, y'all would be so proud of me. Like, it's still a work in progress, but I'm really learning to actually style my clothes instead of just kind of like throwing them on. Because y'all know I work from home with my full-time job, and it's so tempting to just stay in like jammies, yoga pants, sweatpants, or just like whatever I roll out of the bed in to drop the kids off at school. And so I have found that actually getting dressed and putting some effort in styling when I actually do get dressed has been super empowering. It's been great. And so it's something that I definitely would like to continue on in this next year, is how can I up that game and use other pieces, not just buy new stuff, but like maybe accessories, and just like really lean into that way more than what I have done in the last year. So here's the huge kicker. Just because I'm a therapist does not mean I got it all figured out. We are on this messy journey that we call life, and we know that life can be just a hot mess. And sometimes we, as therapists, need a little TLC. And so these are just some small acts that I do for self-care, which ultimately is getting me to that place of self-love. Our work exposes us to other people's trauma all the time. And if we're not careful on how we manage ourselves and how we self-regulate ourselves, it can lead to burnout if we're not careful. So these are just a little secret sauce to me staying sane and thriving in my therapist shoes every day. So here is to the next chapter of life. Y'all keep shining. Till the next time. Thanks for joining today's rebellion with me. Remember, it's okay to be a hot mess sometimes. It's all part of the journey. Until next time, stay rebellious, stay authentic, and keep embracing the beautiful messiness of life. Don't forget to join the Hot Mess Rebellion community, where you can connect with other like-minded souls. And anything mentioned in today's episode will be linked in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you subscribe, you share with a friend, you leave a review, and you keep coming back for more. This podcast was brought to you by Healing Roots Wellness and Botanicals. For more information, please visit healingrootswab.com.